I work with a lot of women who are in this phase where they have kids, they want to build a business, and they cannot seem to find the access to stability and consistency without depleting themselves. And so they end up kind of just living this like either I'm super on or I'm super off kind of thing. And the first thing that I want to say to you and to any other woman listening to this who is like this is your body is working exactly as it's supposed to. And the stopper that you feel or the zapping of your energy, these are symptoms or signals from your body giving you clues as to what you need to work on, what you might need to let go. And from a nervous system perspective, what we really want to focus on is resourcing. So building nervous system capacity so that you can also start to move through resolution, which is where your body is able to complete previously incomplete stress cycles. And 9 times out of 10, what I see with women like this is you have a lot of undigested and unprocessed stuff related to birth, pregnancy, womanhood, and the identity shift that happened when you went from maiden to mother. And I'm just taking a wild guess here because it's very few and far in between that I have talked to a woman who has been very well supported going through this process and also even had any education about what is happening in her nervous system and her body and her psyche as she's going through this, which we are supposed to have from an ancestral evolutionary perspective, and is one of the reasons why so many women kind of feel like they're going insane, but also they want to have kids. And so how do you kind of navigate bringing that all together? The first thing that I would lead you through is orienting you towards a phase of de-shaming, which is where we are looking for the intelligence in what is happening in your body, the lack of energy, maybe other symptoms that you're having. And we are also really giving you space and validating how you feel about what your body is doing. So maybe we can see the intelligence in your body being under-resourced, but maybe also right now you're actually super fucking annoyed and you just wish that you had more energy. Both of those things are true, and we need to connect you somatically to the truth that that is your experience. And this is a lot of work I do inside my one-on-one sessions and inside of my containers. What I would couple this with, and depending on when you're seeing this, I'm running an in-depth workshop on this, is being coupled with non-clinical education about your body that merges the physiological side of your nervous system with the mental, emotional, spiritual sides of your nervous system and your feminine psyche. So being able to understand your cycle, the cycles that you went through during pregnancy, the underlying purpose of each one of them, and also what you are supposed to go through in order to be able to access homeostasis and coherence in your nervous system after going through big experiences. And this is where my workshop, the Resource Women's Workshop, is truly, I think, the best resource for any woman who's on the healing path and is choosing body, biology, and nature to take, because it is a 2.5-hour deep dive plus supplemental materials that gives you all of the foundations about how the female nervous system works, how it changes through your cycle, relating this to also the different cycles of pregnancy, postpartum, perimenopause, menopause, and gives you such a deep, sacred appreciation for womanhood and your female biology in a way that I can guarantee you have not been taught like this before, and you've not learned about your body in this way before. This fundamentally shifts the way that you relate to your body, what is happening in your symptoms, and helps you on the process of de-shaming, which is about depersonalizing. So instead of experiencing things like there's something wrong with me and that's why life is challenging, we're able to actually dissolve or alchemize a bit of that shame filter so we can start to say, actually, life is really hard and it has nothing to do with me being me, because life is hard for everybody. And what it is actually about is my nervous system right now is very under-resourced. I have been taught to over-escalate self-punishment. I have been taught to overtake responsibility in really toxic and unhealthy ways and undertake responsibility in the areas that would actually help me resolve and gain more physical, mental, and emotional energy. And really, right now, your nervous system needs to be brought online in a way that pairs safety with every single possible nervous system state that you could experience. That is what regulating your nervous system is in a nutshell.